One rich man splits his finances within 3 managers before a long-lasting trip. The first manager was given $5,000. The second manager was given $3,000. The third manager was given $1,000. The businessman gave everyone following instructions. Invest my finances into a profitable business. I want to get a good profit when I return in 3 years. The first manager bought 5 cows for $300 each and invested the rest of the finances into a dairy farm. The second one bought 5 bee houses for $250 each and invested the rest of the finances into the bee apiary. The third one thought for a while. He didn't know how should he use the resources he received. He was quite a lazy and coward man. Finally, he decided to bury his finances into the ground. He thought, when the businessman comes back, I will return the money to him. The first manager received about 10 liters of milk a day from each cow. Consider the fact that getting milk from a cow that gives birth to a calf is forbidden. The second manager received about 60 kilos of honey from each hive during the first year. Each manager has to give 60% of his income to the businessman. They spend the rest of the money on the needs of the farm and personal needs. When the businessman returned, he called the first manager and demanded Job's report. The businessman listened to his manager carefully and said, "Well done, you were faithful in your job, so you will be in charge of my big dairy farm located on one of the stunning mountain." Then he called the second manager and demanded a report. The businessman listened to him, praised him for his faithfulness, and said, "You will be in charge of my bee apiary located in the beautiful valley." Finally, he called his third manager and demanded Job's report. But the manager returned the money and said, "I hid your money because I was afraid to lose them. Now I return the money to you." Complete the following tasks. Number 1. How much profit will the businessman receive from the first manager if at the beginning of each coming year the manager reduced the milk prices by 3% and the amount of produced milk increased by 10% each year? The price of 1 liter of milk, $1. The number of days a year can be 365. Number 2. How much profit will the businessman receive from the second manager if at the beginning of every coming year the manager reduced the honey prices by 5% and the amount of produced honey a year increased by 12%? The price of 1 kilo of honey, $10. Number 3. Build the graphs that show the decrease of the milk and honey price and the graphs that demonstrate the productivity of milk and honey over time. Number 4. Imagine that the businessman in our task symbolizes the creator of our universe, and the finances that he invested in these people are their talents and abilities. What will he do with the third manager in this case? We are waiting for your comments, answers, and solutions. If you want to check your answers, follow the link.